If you can't explain something to a first-year student, then you haven't really understood. Religion is a culture of faith. Science is a culture of doubt. God was invented to explain mystery. God is always invented to explain those things that you do not understand. The first principle is that you must not fool yourself, and you are the easiest person to fool. I learned very early the difference between knowing the name of something and knowing something. Science is a way of trying not to fool yourself. The highest forms of understanding we can achieve are laughter and human compassion. I would rather have questions that can't be answered than answers that can't be questioned. It doesn't matter how beautiful your theory is. It doesn't matter how smart you are. If it doesn't agree with experiment, it's wrong. Science is the belief in the ignorance of experts. If you thought that science was certain, well, that is just an error on your part. We need to teach how doubt is not to be feared but welcomed. It's okay to say, I don't know. To develop working ideas efficiently, I try to fail as fast as I can. Study hard what interests you the most, in the most undisciplined, irreverent, and original manner possible. Science is the organized skepticism and the reliability of expert opinion. We never are definitely right. We can only be sure we are wrong. You have no responsibility to live up to what other people think you ought to accomplish. I have no responsibility to be like they expect me to be. It's their mistake, not my failing. Our responsibility is to do what we can, learn what we can, improve the solutions, and pass them on. There is no learning without having to pose a question, and a question requires doubt. Scientific knowledge is a body of statements of varying degrees of certainty, some most unsure, some nearly sure, none absolutely certain. Have no respect whatsoever for authority, forget who said it, and instead look what he starts with, where he ends up, and ask yourself, is it reasonable? Scientists are explorers, philosophers are tourists. The only way to deep happiness is to do something you love to the best of your ability. The truth always turns out to be simpler than you thought. The paradox is only a conflict between reality and your feeling of what reality ought to be. Progress in science comes when experiments contradict theory. What is not surrounded by uncertainty cannot be the truth. Anytime things appear to be going better, you have overlooked something. There is no harm in doubt and skepticism, for it is through these that new discoveries are made. Fall in love with some activity and do it. Nobody ever figures out what life is all about, and it doesn't matter. The test of all knowledge is experiment. Experiment is the sole judge of scientific truth. Observation, reason, and experiment make up what we call the scientific method. Nature uses only the longest threads to weave her patterns, so that each small piece of her fabric reveals the organization of the entire tapestry. A scientist is never certain. We absolutely must leave room for doubt, or there is no progress and there is no learning. If a guy tells me the probability of failure is 1 in 100,000, I know he's full of crap. Science is what we do to keep us from lying to ourselves. Mathematics is not just a language. Mathematics is a language plus reasoning. Science is of value because it can produce something. I'm smart enough to know that I'm dumb. You can always recognize truth by its beauty and simplicity. Science is like sex. Sure, it may give some practical results, but that's not why we do it. I hope you enjoyed these quotes from Professor Richard Feynman and gained some insight from the video. Consider subscribing if you liked the video. Thank you for watching.